take it.
Trust me, he won't take it.
Oh no, missed it!
Up and down.
Yahtzee!
Up and down.
We're getting a fist bump on the camera.
Tiger ball.
Welcome, Sticks and Hacks, to Bandon Trails, the 13th ranked public golf course according to Golf Digest, and I've had a bunch of people reach out and tell me that this is their favorite course on the property. It's the only course at Bandon not on the ocean, but instead it starts on sand dunes and spends the rest of the time wandering through the Oregon forest. On the 14th hole, you'll find the spot that convinced Mike Kaiser to invest in the property, and the course is amazing. Although I had it ranked last of the courses, probably influenced by the dreary weather we're about to have, if this is the worst track at Bandon, there ain't a bad one on the property. Somehow I missed getting the opening tee shot on camera, so we picked things up in the fairway of the first hole after a 235-yard driving iron to the center.
No problem. Got a little breeze up there kicking too, starting. Hit 20. I like it. Just hit it full.
I've got just 110 yards up the hill, so with the elevation and wind, the par golf caddy says it's playing like 120 yards. 48 degree it is. And that's a little pulled, so I'll miss the first green of the day. But it's a good miss. I'll be able to get a putter on it.
Right, perfect.
That leaves just a 16-yard putt from off the front of the green. The little numbers you'll see pop up after each shot are my strokes gained relative to a Tour Pro from the Par Golf app. They indicate the quality of the shot so that you can see that it doesn't take perfect golf shots to shoot a good score. It's a comfy par on the first, which takes us to the second hole, a downhill par 3 at a little less than 180 yards. I'm trying to take something off this 6-iron, and I end up pulling it into the left greenside bunker, pin high.
Carlos, I love you, dude.
I wouldn't get excessively left, but a little bit. Yeah, pretty much.
And that's a great bunker shot that leaves me just 5 feet. And I roll in the par to keep it at even par after 2.
Nice. Good putt. Straight up and down right there, D.
The third hole is a decent length par 5 with bunkers in the center and on the left. I'm aiming out to the right of the center line bunker, but I pull it. It wasn't hit great into that wind.
Nope. It's in the kitty litter. It's in it. It's in it. I'll bet you $1.
Keep it right of that bunker just for giggles, or?
You can go right at it with this. We're not.
And TK owes me $1. I kept it short of the bunker, but I got enough in that I'm just laying up.
Hope I'm right. You want to know the second thing I've ever been sure of?
You don't want to know what TK was about to say. That leaves me just a comfy gap wedge into the green from 105 yards, still into the wind, just trying to get a putt for birdie. I thought I hit this well, but I didn't quite get it there. It leaves a longer putt than I wanted.
Daddy knows. Well, hey, we're up. Oh, we're not at 7.
I hope so.
Then I'm out. I'm in.
This is the 4th round with TK and Matt as caddies, so after some healthy trash talking, a bet was in order.
Give me $100 to make it.
$100 to me if you don't.
Yeah.
Sit. Oh, I'm out.
Oh!
You can't hit a shot. You can't go hit a shot like that.
Hey.
I can't beat that.
Solid walk-off dance there from Trey. No warm-up, fresh from carrying the bag. And he stuffs it.
Oh, no!
It was me versus Mel. I
You were,
didn't understand.
I gotta hold your wedge now? Why are you giving me your wedge? I don't understand.
You say me versus you.
House for $1.
Alright, so I have 27 feet for birdie after a wedge that came up a little short. little left to righter. And just miss. Easy par.
I don't think you'll hit that much better. Good putt, good read.
There's his left edge. Okay.
The fourth hole is a shorter par 4 that wraps around to the right with a ridge running through the fairway. Just a driving iron to get it in play. I'm aiming down the right hand side to use my draw.
Yep.
Cardi, say what's up to Milner.
And I turned that over a little more than I wanted, and the hot bounce caught me by surprise. But that's 280 yards to position A. I've got just 102 yards left, just hitting a 56-degree wedge to the right of the pin. And I blocked it. Hit a little hot, and I'll have 30 feet left. Poor wedges so far, and that block to the right is going to become a common theme.
You got a beat on this one? Yeah. Kind of at that old cup out there? Good fella. That's what I got.
So I got the read from Matt, but it doesn't matter if the read is
A
good
little tighter even, really.
if you don't hit it and leave it well short, which is exactly what I did.
What's the line on this one? Not much once you're up top.
But it's another easy par to stay at even.
Me too, brother.
The fifth hole is a short little par 3 down the hill. You can start to really see the forest around us. It's a cool little shot with the pin in the middle of the green. Just a 48-degree wedge. And that is painting the flagstick.
Come back. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Lance just passed it, but we can't really see what it's doing on the green.
I don't know. He said 115. That's what I was trying to hit. 115.
What does that mean?
That
should
take away.
Is that good for us or no?
And spoiler alert, it didn't go in, but it did roll right past the hole as it spun back off the hill. Trey's putt here gives you some perspective on the Bandon greens, both in terms of slope, watch this thing bend, and unfortunately that we're putting through some recent aeration. That ring of sand is the size of a donut on his golf ball by the time it stops.
Come on, look at this. Watch. Yeah. Yeah.
No, putt it.
So by no means are they awful, they do a good job, but all 5 courses were varying degrees of bumpy. This is 6 feet for birdie straight up the hill. I just saw Carlos leave his well short, saw the sand from Trey, and I might have tried to force this in. Wasn't an awful putt. You can actually see it dart to the left with about a foot to go, but still missing a 6-footer hurts after my first good wedge of the day. It's another par. We must have taken a million pictures of Bandon. The walk on every course is phenomenal, and Bandon Trails is no letdown. It's very different from the other courses, but it's gorgeous all the same. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. The 6th hole is another shorter par 4. It's another driving iron up the gut. It's a little less wide open than some of the others, so I don't need a lot of drivers.
Yep.
And I hit that a little too solid, too centered, and it rolls right into that fairway bunker.
That'll kick right down left of that bunker down there. That's all we care about.
See the trunk of the tree that's kind of curving over there?
Yeah, to the right.
A little unlucky there, maybe I'll blame the caddy. So I've got this tricky bunker shot from about 100 yards, kind of one of those in-between distance with a little bit of rain and sand is packed. So I'm just trying to punch this one out and flight it a little under the wind. I just catch a lot of ball. That jumps on me and it rolls right through the green into the greenside bunker on the backside. I'm gonna put TK to work today raking all these bunkers. This one's not a super difficult bunker shot, just get it on the green and rolling and I'll give myself a putt for par. I'm not looking for fireworks, I just don't want to turn a 5 into a 6. And I knock it up to 12 feet. Which is a good enough chance for me to turn a 5 into a 4. And that's exactly what I do. 6 straight pars. Good save there to keep the momentum.
The right island. See the 2 islands?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that takes us to the hole 7, a par 4 up the hill. TK's given me the line, but visually with the draw, I just don't like it. That looks way too far left, and I haven't hit a driver but a single time this round.
You went for a little extra.
No, I had to fart, if I'm being honest.
Let's chalk that up as a bad mental score.
Hit it anyway.
Better let it out.
That leaves me in the bunker from almost 150 yards up the hill, choking up on an 8-iron, just trying to catch it a smidge thin if anything, and catch a piece of the green. You can see that the bunker's protecting the side with the flag, so I'm favoring the left.
Get down. Get down.
And I just didn't get much lower body into that. It's pulled, but it finds the large green on the hill. It does leave me 53 feet for birdie across a pretty big hill. And I just don't hit it near hard enough to get it past the big break. So my putt cuts across the green, leaving me a solid 9 or more feet for par.
Good.
Which I leave short and in the jaws on these sandy greens. It's my first blemish and I slipped to +1 on the round after a 3-putt. But I can't blame the putter. I 3-putted that off the tee box by putting myself in a bad spot for my approach. Not all 3-putts are due to the putter. Even pros are likely to 3-putt from that starting distance. Hole 8 is a fun drivable par 4 that shapes right to left. Now this should fit my eye. It's too short to hit driver, so I have a 3-wood, which is asking a lot of this club to get there. But big green, so front edge would be fine. And I protect a little against a big hook and block it. This tee shot was 10 yards from perfect, but now I have a very difficult half-swing bunker shot. That's a big mistake,
Hit that very hard.
and I'm losing over a half a stroke to a PGA Tour pro.
Didn't trust it, that's for sure. No, not that time.
61 yards from the fairway bunker. I've got a 56 degree and I'm trying to catch ball first and just clip it anywhere on the green. I don't need to get cute, and I'll gladly take par when I'm in a position like this. Just trying not to chunk it out and I'll leave myself a long chip. And I caught a good piece of it, but with that strategy I probably needed less loft to get it back to this pin.
Did you see that hot bounce and it just...
Did.
Oh, bud, you can't just name it.
Oh, I was gonna get it myself.
That's not a shot I practiced, so it was a total guess, and I've left myself another really long putt. The good news at Bandon is the greens are generous. The bad news at Bandon is that means really long putts. So a putt for birdie, but it's from almost 60 feet up the hill through aeration holes and sand.
Hit something.
That's how you teach your player to hand you the club.
It's a good effort, but it leaves me a good 10 feet or so short. And I miss another. That's a really bad bogey, and it's 2 in a row. I try the putt again for good measure, and I miss it again. Just wasn't meant to be. That takes me to +2 on the round, heading into the 9th hole. Finally, another chance to hit driver. I think this is just my second driver on the front 9 with a par 5 through the trees. I'm aiming just left of the bunker you can see out there.
You're fine.
And I'm getting frustrated now with my tee shots.
We're still alive. We can still hit a shot.
Luckily the
I should have tried that grip. That was my fault, bud. That is not your fault. That's mine. Where you see all the bottoms of them? Yeah, exactly.
So my ball ended up in the rough on the right hand side. I've struggled a bit with the rough on this trip, and I'm laying up here with just a 4-iron. I catch this one decent though and move it down there in the fairway. So just another short wedge into the green, just a 56 degree from nearly 80 yards. It's about time we stuffed one to get a birdie on the board. I am aiming dead at the pin. It's a good number, and that's a good shot.
Go in. Go in. Is that good? How short?
Alright.
These guys haven't given me a putt all trip, so I don't expect it to start now, but this one is well outside the friendship circle at about 5 feet. Normally smooth greens. If you watch my channel by now, you know this is already in the hole. But these are not smooth greens, and that barely touches the hole.
feet is it?
5.
So that ball came off the front face. They caught the first couple of irrationals and got pulled left and they tried to get off.
Nobody cares about my excuses, but I'll hit it again to feel better. But it doesn't work. It's a lousy par, and I'm still +2. If you've been watching my videos, then by now you probably know that I use the Par Golf app to track my golf on the golf course. But what you probably don't know is not only am I an avid user, but I'm also the developer of the app. With automatic swing detection, it integrates seamlessly with my on-course routine, runs in the background to where I don't even know that it's there. With a quick glance, I can get a yardage from my watch or my phone, I can get caddy adjusted distances for elevation and for wind, or exact distances to that pesky bunker. The app is best when paired with an Apple Watch, but will also work with just your phone, either in your pocket or in your golf bag. The best part is the easy to digest analytics that become available after your round that will help you focus your practice and improve faster. I'm playing the best golf of my life while practicing less with a Par Golf handicap to prove it. Download it today on the Apple App Store. The 10th hole is a mid-length par 4 and the first par 4 where I get to hit driver. It's a little dog leg left that fits my eye. And that is pounded down the middle.
Good ball.
And we ran into really our first wildlife on the trip, other than the sea lions at Packed Dunes. It's a deer just grazing in the rough. Pretty comfortable with me eyeing it down. So hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know in the comments which Bandon video has been your favorite so far.
You gotta double down.
103. Yeah, 90 yards. What it is.
So just 90 yards, another wedge into the green, taking dead aim. I keep giving myself good chances. And I just blocked that a little bit.
Left.
It's putting, but it's not a very good wedge.
Right. Okay.
And missing to the right is starting to become a trend.
Not a very good wedge.
That's because you cried. That's because you cried, kid, and not boy.
You just hit a 56 degree. I hit a 5 wood. Sorry. And I hit my driver good.
Gotta love Trey.
Doesn't matter. We're both
For sure. That's good.
TK lost his mind here for a bit and forgot about the camera. He probably doesn't have too many clients willing to lug the camera around and manage it around the course, but I'm doing this for you guys and because I enjoy it.
Do it. Do it. That's just the sand, not letting
That putt doesn't quite break enough, but it's an easy par that keeps me at 2 over for the round.
Now I got that big sand.
Spot front side of the cup.
The walks at each of the courses are scenic, lots of reveals, plenty of opportunity to stop and grab a beverage or the snack golf balls that they have, which are incredible. Grab yourself a transfusion. You'll thank me later. The 11th hole is one of the longer par 4s, and being a dogleg right, it doesn't fit my eye. So I pulled this one into a tough position,
Being a little bit of rough, it's not gonna hurt you.
which in hindsight, looking at the Par Golf app, I had so much room down the right-hand side.
Right there.
So into the wind, I've left myself a lot of club in. The pin's in the middle of the green, but there's a bunker I gotta clear, and I'm coming out of the rough. It's a decent lie, but the rough is thick grass, and it's been sprinkling for a couple hours now, so it's wet. There's a lake to the right that I gotta be aware of. I commit and take a great golf swing, but this ball jumps.
Kill it. Kill it. Yeah.
I can still see it.
Yeah, I see it.
It just stays dry.
No spin. That little bit of water on the face. Hey, make this, dude.
Scared? Salamander. Oh, look at these salamanders. They're all over the place, man.
Golf course. Guys, look at this bird. Funny.
I can't get pulled enough. And it's hard, dude. It's so hard.
Hey, give me that.
All right, it's good.
Give you that one? Is that said? He said it's good. He did?
Yeah.
That's a generous one.
Very generous. I'll take it.
I'll just
I'm feeling in a good move.
Nah, man. I ain't
Fuck.
catching all. There you go.
Easy par.
It was easy.
Easy par.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, there's salamanders everywhere.
Miller's dreaming about fishing. I stayed up by literally 8 inches, but I can get a putter on it. And again, a healthy distance from birdie.
Close. That was real close.
Don't know why that didn't go in.
Good, right, Craig? Yeah, let's go.
I asked for the same generosity from Trey, but I'll make this anyway.
You make that.
Easy par.
Easy par.
Those guys just yelled at me and Dee and said, "Let's go."
Did they really?
Yeah.
What?
Finish in the dark again?
Yep.
It's good.
We were not playing slow. We were waiting the entire last half of this round. The 12th hole is a long par 3, real long into the wind and rain, and I make my worst swing of the day.
Get away with it.
I tried really hard to hit this ball into the trees, and I was saved by the sand.
Hey, bunker. We'll take that. Over the trees.
There's going to be lots of raking in this round. So another really awkward length bunker shot. I don't hit a lot of these. Get it on the green and give yourself a chance. Don't turn a 4 into a 5.
Alright, we're fine. Let's make one. Playing good today. In the rain.
I do a good job of keeping a really good attitude, and a lot of times that is the key between letting mistakes pile up and gaining momentum. So, spoiler alert, 24 feet for par, up the hill, greens are still bumpy, and I gotta hit it firm.
What an up and down.
Yahtzee.
Up and down.
Oh, we get the fist bump on the camera.
Alright, finally made one. It was for par, but I'll take it. Playing well for my second round of the day. The 13th hole is an awesome par 4 that goes well down the hill off the tee and back up the hill for the approach. It's one of the longer ones on this side, and I pipe it straight down the middle.
Don't hit it yet. Good.
Alright. 106 center, 96 flag with headwind up there. Yeah, I think we're trying to hit this probably right at 05.
Par Golf and TK gave me the yardage up the hill playing like +9 for a total of 105. Just a 52-degree wedge. I catch that pretty good, but it's another block. Lots of misses to the right today. Probably getting a little tired. Been a while since I've played 36 holes, especially 2 days in a row.
Good view.
That dude coming up with that character is just unbelievably, it's just awesome.
And now I owe Matt royalties, star of the show.
I know that
You can see the sprinkles hitting the camera. It's definitely cooler and wet. I've got 27 feet, and as TK just said, it's up the hill. Birdie putt. And that's a roll short of center. It's another par. Good golf is patient and boring. Thanks for watching, by the way. So here's a little excitement for you from the crew.
Yes, sir. Oh,
Side door.
Carlos.
Turns out putts can be made.
I like right edge. It's going left.
Miller. Hey, good putt, Bubba.
Hole 14 is where we started this video with the plaque. It's an awesome tee shot from the top of the hill. Drivable on some days, but today is not that day. The rain is really starting to pick up. And that was poorly struck, but it's a wide fairway. And I hit it to the high side of the fairway, so I'm actually pretty level with the green.
Is that pin back, middle, or front?
65-yard shot, I know that.
Got it.
So as TK said, 65 yards to the hole. And that is well short. More like 50 yards. So 36 feet for birdie, up the hill, slight break of left to right. And another tap in par. Stay at +2.
Okay, what's up, buddy? I'm gonna go 3 inches.
I hope you know.
There you go. TK found the camera that time.
Right by.
So that takes us to 15, another short par 4, but with the center bunker and the way it curves off to the right, I've got to lay up. Not a lot of drivers for me on this course. When I go back in a couple years, I will likely play the tips. These courses aren't crazy long, so it's just a 4-iron here, aiming at that center bunker. I hit that well, that'll play.
Yeah. I mean, we don't hate it. I'll tell you that. I'm glad we didn't hit that gapper. I almost pulled it out too, but we didn't need it.
Good shot.
Thank you, man.
Just eating it up.
That leaves just a pitching wedge up the hill. The pin is tucked to the right. And I block it.
I'll take it.
Oh no, I missed it!
Get it up here.
Now I don't know whether it was the cold weather or the rain, but at this point the camera started acting up and dropping footage. So between the camera, the weather getting colder and wetter, and the sun going down, I couldn't capture these last 3 holes. It got dark fast and we were waiting on every shot for the group in front of us. We finished in the pitch black again, but I played better. So in the end, it was a 3/74. I gained strokes driving, short game, and putting on a scratch while giving up almost 2 shots on approach. My wedges between 80 and 130 yards just weren't good enough on this day, and it's the only round I played without a birdie. Ouch. Still, it's a beautiful course, and I can't wait to go back and play better in the weather. Smash that like button, subscribe, leave me a comment, tell me what you want to see more of, less of, and let's go. Sheep Ranch is next, and it was one of my top 2 of the trip. We catch it in gorgeous weather.